to listen to one another. I think I probably did more of the talking, and then I said, you know what, let me shut up and let her talk. And when I let her talk, I actually picked up a nugget or two here. So we're going to add some of that to that. And so I wanted to make sure that you guys understood that and we're okay with that. That's how we do business here at myEcon. We want to make sure that we've got the best product. We want to make sure that we listen to everyone and want to make sure that everything that we do is on board, top notch, and no hard feelings here. We do things the right way. So if you're just now logging in, my name is June Collier. I am the VP of Marketing here with myEcon. myEcon is short for My Economy. We are a financial literacy company. And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about how to fix your own credit. We're going to talk about how to fix your own credit. This is a workshop that we're actually hosting here today. Now, as we go through this workshop, if you want more information, if you want more detailed information, make sure in the comment box you type in more info. Type in more info, and one of our associates will get in contact with you and share with you how to get more information about this awesome credit repair. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen here real quick, and we're going to go ahead and get into the training. So let's go to our PowerPoint slide first, and we'll come back here. This is actually the back end of our smart credit system. Let's go into our PowerPoint here and start there. And we're going to just talk about the things that you should know about credit repair. Oftentimes there's this allure of secret special sauce that you need to fix and repair your credit. And I'm a big believer that what you really need is you need to understand the process. And as you understand the process, you'll be able to get through and fix your own credit. So what I'm going to start off with tonight is I'm just going to talk about some facts and some statistics, because everyone is interested in credit repair. There are over 68 million people who have bad credit. Bad credit would be considered 600 or below. 68 million people have bad credit. 1 in 5 people in America have an error on their credit report. So they have something that's not necessarily true. It's an item that needs to come off of their credit report. And then in 2018, just last year, which was what, 2 weeks ago, $3 billion made in the credit repair industry. So a lot of money that's being made in helping people with credit repair. Now, what we do here at myEcon is we teach you how to fix your own credit. There are credit repair specialists out there that will do it for you. And so we're just a big believer in educating. Now, do we think that there's going to be a market for people who want others to do it for them? Absolutely. If you want somebody to fix your credit for you, you can go pay $500 to $1,000 to have that happen. Here at myEcon, we provide the smart credit system and give you the tools to do it yourself. 79% of the people who disputed errors were successful in removing them. Go ahead and Google that, and you'll see that same statistics. I think it came from a website called Wallet Hub, wallethub.com, stated that 79% of those that disputed errors were successful in removing them. Maybe not all of the errors, but they were successful in removing some errors from their credit report. And everybody wants great credit. Everybody that you talk to, everybody that you know, they know the importance of having good credit, and they want good credit. Now I'm going to talk about the score based on your age, because your age does have an effect on your score. At least that's what it appears when they started looking at the statistics. See, they saw that people that were 70 plus years of age, their average credit score was a 730. People between the ages of 50 and 69, the average credit score was 700. People between the ages of 35 and 49, the average credit score is 655. People between 21 and 34 have an average credit score of 634. And then anyone under 20 or under, you have an average credit score of 631. And so what does that really mean? Well, what that tells us is that there's several things that tells us. The older you get, you probably are making more income, and you're able to pay your bills on time because your income is going up. You're not living paycheck to paycheck. Also, you had an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. And so, you know, the older we get, hopefully we're getting wiser as we handle our finances. But one of the more important things that you should know is that one of the pieces that determine your credit score is called credit history, length of credit history. And so when we talk about length of credit history, if you're an older person, obviously you have lived longer and possibly have credit history that's longer than folks that are younger than yourself. So those are some of the things that we look at when we look at age. Statistically, the older you are, the greater chances that your credit score will be higher. Let's take a look at income, how your credit is affected by income. Oftentimes, your income reflects your credit score. So on average, people who earn $30,000 or less, they have a 590 average credit score. People who earn between $30,000 and $50,000 have a 643 average credit score. And then people between $50,000 and $75,000 have an average of 737 as a credit score. Now, why does this matter? Why is this important? Well, we believe that the reason why you may have bad credit is because you're not able to pay all of your bills on time. That just makes sense, right? And because of that, that means that you don't have the disposable income to pay all of your bills on time. So a person that makes more money has a better opportunity or has a better chance statistically of paying and meeting all of their bills. And so that's important for you to know. Poor credit is often the result of lack of income. It is the result of lack of income. So a bad credit score is not a cause, it is a result. The cause is you didn't pay your bills on time. The cause is you have a lack of income, right? It's the result of the lack of income, right? So you didn't pay your bills because you didn't have enough income here. And so that's something that you should take a look at. And so what we offer in myEcon and with the smart credit system is we offer some ways for you to not have a lack of income, have an abundance of income. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. Now let's talk about what is a good credit score. We're going to go through this. Each credit bureau, their numbers will vary a little bit. So these numbers vary based on if you go to Experian or Equifax or TransUnion, but this is the average of what you can expect. Excellent credit, 750 and above. In fact, an 800 to 850 credit score is going to give you the best interest rates ever. 750 is considered excellent credit. You get great interest rates with that as well. When you start getting down to a 700 to a 749, this is where when you borrow money, you're borrowing it at fair interest rates. It's fair for you. You know, it's not outrageous. It's a good rate. It's a good rate. It's not as good as if you got excellent credit, but it's still a great rate. When we get down here to fair credit, that's when the interest rates start going up on borrowing money. At fair credit, you still can borrow money, right? You still can get approved for loans at fair credit. It's just that you start to pay a premium when it comes to the interest rate on that loan. Then poor credit. If you're able to get poor credit, this is called subprime lending. This is the highest interest rate that they're going to charge you. And with poor credit, typically you're going to have to put a down payment on something. You're going to have to put some money down. So as you have poor credit, you're paying a higher interest rate, the highest interest rate with poor credit. And then finally, bad credit, which is below 600. The challenge here is just getting approved. Sometimes you can't even get approved with bad credit. And so with bad credit, oftentimes you need co-signers, you need cash money. It's just a bad situation for you when you're below 600. It just makes it really difficult for you with a credit score below 600. So now that we've talked about our credit scores, let's talk about the whole score, the whole score. One of the things that I like to talk about is that we address all 5 factors of your credit score. So what do I mean by all 5 factors of your credit score? Here's what I mean by that. Your credit score is comprised of 5 factors. The first is payment history. And as you can see here, payment history accounts for 35% of your score. 35%, that's the largest portion of your score. It comes from payment history. right? Are you making your payments on time, right? On time payments. And then 30% is based on credit utilization. This is the amount of debt that you have that's extended to you and how much you're actually using. 15% of your credit score comes from credit history, the length of your credit. How long have you had credit? 10% comes from new credit, and then another 10% comes from credit mix. Now, over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to cover all 5 of these factors in detail so that you know exactly how to address each factor of your credit score. And again, if you're watching this video and you have an interest in learning how to fix and repair your credit, go to the comment section, type in more info, and one of our associates will get with you so that they can give you more info about how to get this smart credit system. So let's talk about payment history. What is the solution? The solution is some letters, okay? These are credit dispute letters, credit dispute letters. I'm going to talk about the 4 credit dispute letters. There's another one that I just discovered today that we're going to add into our system. But for right now, let's talk about the 4 letters here. Debt verification letter. This is the first letter that you send off after pulling your credit report, and you're asking them to verify this particular debt. And then usually what happens is sometimes this first letter will help you get a few items off of your credit report. Sometimes it's just that first letter. That first letter doesn't always work. It doesn't always get those things off your credit report. So then the second thing is a second letter called method of verification. The method of verification is a letter that basically says, okay, you sent me a letter back that said that you verified this debt. Now I'm asking you for the details on how you verified the debt. That's called method of verification. This third letter is a violation of your fair credit reporting rights. So this basically now says it's a stronger letter, and it says, listen, I asked you for the method of verification. You have not provided that back for me. You have to remove it if you cannot verify this debt. And that's under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And then finally, the fourth letter is an intent to litigate letter. This letter says, listen, I intend to go through the process of a lawsuit if you do not do what you're supposed to do according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So these are the 4 letters that you send out. You know, they've got 30 days to respond to the first letter. I think they've got 15 days to respond to the second letter. All of this is in the smart credit system, and it gives you a process, a step-by-step process to follow through. Now, there are other letters that you can send. We have a ton of different letters that are available to you. If you've got medical debt, there are letters for medical collections. If you have a lien, a tax lien, we've got letters for removal of tax liens. If you have a debt that you've got a card that you have been paying on, and you just forgot the payment, but this is a card that you've always paid on, right? So there's a letter that you can send for that. So we've got several letters in our system that are in addition to the 4 main letters that you see here. So this is payment history. This is you really going out and trying to get some of the negative items off your credit report. Now, one of the other things that we'll talk about that I want to mention here is removing negative items off your credit report doesn't necessarily make your credit score go up. So in our smart credit system, we have a ranking procedure. So everything that's on your credit report has a rank. And here's what I mean. An inquiry on your credit report is probably worth 1 to 2 points against you. So an inquiry is peanuts compared to a late pay. If you got a late pay, that's gonna take off more points on your credit score than an inquiry. And so what we do is when you pull your credit report and you start looking at it, we provide you with a way to start ranking the negative items to determine even if you want to dispute some of the items. So for example, if you've got a late pay on your credit report and that late pay was 5 years ago, that late pay may not be something that you want to remove, especially if it's got good long credit history. If it's a credit card or something like that that you've had for 5 years, 6 years, that's worth some points because of credit history. So that late pay, even though it's a late pay, you may not want to dispute it. Now, a late pay that was from 30 to 60 days ago, that's going to rank heavier than a late pay that was from 5 years ago. So we teach you all of these things in the smart credit system so that you can really take a look and analyze and really look at your credit report and look at what's going on and make a determination of what you want to do, what you want to dispute. Let's take a look at the next factor, which is credit utilization. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the biggest thing that the smart credit system does. You see, credit utilization is worth 30% of your credit score. That's almost as important as payment history. Payment history was 35%. Credit utilization is 30%. No one out in the credit repair industry even addresses credit utilization, even though that's the second largest piece of your credit score. Well, myEcon, we address this in our credit repair system, and it's called income shifting. With income shifting, we show you how to find money to begin to pay down your debts. See, credit utilization is this. You've got a credit card that has a $1,000 balance on it or a $1,000 line of credit, and you've used all $1,000. You ran that credit card up to $1,000. That means that you have 100% credit utilization. You're using all of the money that has been extended to you, and that lowers your credit score. So what you have to do is you got to get your credit utilization down. The lower, the better. They say that the sweet spot is 30% or lower. So on a $1,000 credit card, the most that you should ever have on it is $300 at any given time. And so with credit utilization, we start talking about how to minimize your debt, how to lower your debt. And the way that you do that is through this strategy called income shifting. You see, most people are already living paycheck to paycheck. So when we talk about lowering their debt, they're saying, I can't do it. I don't have any money to lower my debt. I'm already, a paycheck behind. And so what we do is we show them the first strategy, which is correcting tax withholding. We know that 80% of people overpaying their taxes. The average refund was $3,100 last year. And so the average person out there is typically overpaying by $255. So we teach them how to correct their tax withholding. That puts an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 a month back into their pockets. And then we take that money and we start applying it to the debt and start eliminating that debt. We also have business income. You see, I just told you 68 million people have bad credit. And so what we do is we have an opportunity where you can become an affiliate of the smart credit system and actually generate business income. You can generate hundreds of dollars a week on a part-time basis or thousands of dollars a week as you begin to build your business. And as you build this business income, you now can use that business income to stay on time with your payments and even maybe supercharge those payments and start rapidly eliminating your debt. And so we help you create that business income. The third piece is lowering your taxes. You see, all of us are responsible for taxes. We're responsible for taxes. But what the tax system does is those individuals that have a business, they are afforded tax deductions that people who don't have a business don't have. And so what we do is we show you how to lower your taxes by writing off expenses that you're going to have anyway. Car and truck expenses, your mileage, communications, that's your cell phone, your internet service. How about travel? When you go and travel, hotels, rental cars, airfare. So by being a business owner, you now have access to deductions that non-business owners don't have. These are things that you're going to do anyway. And so what we do is we show you how to utilize that because you just started a business and now you lower your taxes. Well, guess what? The money that you don't have to pay in taxes now can go towards your debt and lowering your credit utilization. And so how do we do all of this? We do all of this through a tool that we have. It is a debt elimination software tool. Now, there's a guy out there by the name of Dave Ramsey. He runs a Financial Peace University. Many people have heard of him, and he has made the snowball principle very popular. And what our software does is it does a snowball debt elimination payoff. So you start off with a little bit of capital and you start tackling that debt. And then when you pay one debt off, it rolls into the next debt until it's just a snowball avalanche that's paying off that debt. So that's the debt elimination software tool that we have. myEcon offers the perfect opportunity to earn affiliate income for selling a high demand product. So we know that this is a high demand product. We know that a lot of people want to learn how to pay off their debt. They want to learn how to improve their credit. And so this is a great opportunity for you to become an educator and get paid for showing people how to improve their finances, how to improve their credit. Now, let's talk about credit history. You see, there's not much that you can do with credit history. You either have it or you don't. And so if you don't have it, one of the solutions is to become an authorized user. As an authorized user, you can find someone that has credit history, that has a good payment cycle on that credit history. So what we tell people is find a relative or a friend with a credit card that has some good history, and then ask to be added to their account as an authorized user. Let me give you a story of what I did with my kids. So my oldest daughter, she went to college, she graduated college. When she got out of college, she wanted to get an apartment and she wanted to get a car, and we didn't prepare for this. The reason why I say we didn't prepare for it is because everything that she applied for, she didn't have any credit. She didn't have bad credit. She had no credit because she was a college student coming out of college, no credit. And so what we ended up having to do is simple things, just turning on utilities. You either had to put a large down payment, or I had to do it for her, or an apartment. And so what I realized was that she needed some credit. And so I've got two kids that are in college now. And what we've done is I've taken my Capital One credit card that I've had for over 12 years, and I've placed them as authorized users on that Capital One credit card. Now they have inherited 12 years of good payment. You know, they're 19 and 20 years old, and they got 12 years of credit history already. So this really works, and it will help you with your credit score. Now, many people say, well, I don't want to give somebody authorized use of my card. You don't have to get the card. The card owner doesn't have to give you the card. All they have to do is add you to the card as an authorized user. The credit card company may send a card to them. They can cut the card up. All you want is to inherit the payment history. All right. If this is good for you so far, go ahead and do a thumbs up. Go ahead and put more info in the comment box. We got some great information. I'm just sort of doing a high level overview of the information that we have in our smart credit system. Let's talk about new credit. New credit counts for 10% of your credit score. And you'll hear sometimes people say adding a trade line. All that means is that they're getting a new credit card or they're getting a new loan. And adding a trade line can be very difficult if you have poor credit. Now, there are many different ways to add trade lines. You can get department store cards. I think Fingerhut has a credit program. Fingerhut, you guys know Fingerhut, right? You can get secure credit cards. Now, a secure credit card is easier to get simply because you have some cash, you put the cash down, and then they give you a credit card based on the amount of cash that you sent in. So let's just say you have $1,000, you send them $1,000, they send you a credit card with $1,000 limit on it, right? And so that's a great way to start building credit. The problem that most people have is that they don't have the cash. So a secure credit card may not necessarily work for you if you don't have the cash standing by. How about a cosigner? You can get somebody to cosign for you on a loan. That's good for you, but that's risky for the cosigner. So a lot of people don't want to cosign for somebody who already has bad credit. So that's probably not going to be a solution for you. The best solution that we think is out there is something called a credit builder loan. A lot of your banks will offer credit builder loans. And what that basically means is they will open up a CD, certificate of deposit, in your name. They'll put $500 in it or $1,000 in the CD. And then they will freeze the CD. So the CD never leaves the bank. The money never leaves the bank. And then what will happen is you will pay on that CD $25 a month until you paid $500 or $1,000 for the CD. Once you've paid that, they unfreeze the CD, you get the CD, and you receive those payments that you made on the CD as payment history for new credit. Now, here's the advantage of a credit builder loan. Not only does it help you build your credit, but it also helps you build an emergency fund simultaneously. See, by the time you're finished paying on the credit builder loan, you now have $500 to $1,000 that's sitting inside of a CD. That starts your emergency fund. It's a win-win situation with that. Finally, credit mixture. You see, when you apply for credit, the credit formula requires that you have a mixture of credit. It requires that you have some revolving debt. This is like credit card debt and installment debt. Installment debt would be like a car loan, a mortgage, or the credit builder program that I talked about. Now, why does the credit score depend on this mixture? I don't know. That's just the formula that the credit bureaus have for applying for credit, to get you some credit mixture. But by the time you get to this part of fixing and repairing your credit, you should already have these two. Remember, if you get the authorized user and you show up as authorized user, that's usually a credit card, so that's revolving debt. And then if you get the credit builder loan, that's installment debt. So by the time you get to this piece, you should probably have some revolving and installment debt so that you have some credit mixture. So once you complete the first 4 credit scoring factors, you'll have that credit mixture. And that's really the 5 components to your credit score. Really not that major, just 5 things. And so let's talk about our smart credit system and what we offer. What's really unique about our program? Here's what's unique. We've got 26 do-it-yourself videos. These videos go from 3 minutes to 7 minutes. There's 26 of them. There's a total of about 2 hours and 15 minutes of video play. We also have 4 rounds of dispute letters. You saw me talk about those earlier. Actually, we got more letters than that, but those are the 4 primary ones that we offer. We offer the income shifting strategy so that you can learn how to minimize your debt, pay down your debt so your credit utilization improves. We've got debt elimination software. With this software, you can put in all of your debts and it will tell you the order of the debts that you need to pay off so that you can rapidly pay off your debt. We have a minimized expense calculator. You see, everybody has holes in their finances. They got a hole in the bucket or holes in the bucket. Here's what I mean. There's probably some areas in your life that you're wasting money on. And with our minimized expense calculator, it can help you discover those areas that you might be leaking some money through your finances. We have the reestablished credit sources. There are different sources of where you can reestablish your credit. The credit builder loan program, secure credit cards, all of those places. We give you links to, different websites where you can go and reestablish your credit. And then finally, we have the investment calculator. As you begin to improve your credit, you're going to want to start making your money make money, right? That's the key, is we want to start investing and get around money to make money for us. And so we have a calculator that shows you how to do that. And all of this is wrapped up inside of an awesome business opportunity. So credit is a great business to start. We have the solutions, we have the answers. Fixing your credit is relatively easy. Just follow the blueprint. Follow the blueprint. You can fix your credit pretty easy. Maintaining your credit, however, requires that maybe you create a new stream of income, because if you're living paycheck to paycheck, it's just a matter of time when an emergency happens and now you're late on paying a bill. So creating a new stream of income is extremely valuable and important to you. Become an affiliate selling the most in-demand product in America today. That's credit repair. $3 billion earned on credit repair in 2018. And if you really want to make some money, build a team of affiliates, and your affiliates go out and start building and selling credit repair and other financial literacy programs and training, and you can receive commission on your team as well. So let's talk a little bit about why this is the right type of business. See, we believe that we have the best product in the industry. Financial literacy, we're teaching people how to fix and repair their credit. We've got the best product in the industry. Again, $3 billion earned in 2018. Over 68 million people have bad credit. We are solving a pain. If you want to make money in America, solve somebody's pain. And it has mass appeal. Everybody wants to have great credit, and everyone recognizes the necessity of having great credit. So you don't have to sell anybody on the idea of having great credit. You don't have to sell them on the idea of that. They already understand the necessity of that. They just want the product that's going to show them, teach them how to fix and repair their credit. So let's talk about the compensation, because most people, if you watch this so far, you know that we've got the system. The system will allow you to fix and repair your credit. But let's talk about the money. Let's talk about the money here. So we've got the fastest pay system. When you come into our business, the first 2 people that you bring into the business with you as affiliates, you earn $10, and then you receive a 25% income match on what they do in their business. 25% income match on what they do in their business. So if they make $1,000, you make $250 of that. And then on the 3rd person and beyond, you make $35 on every person that you bring in after that when they get started as an affiliate. And then you can earn up to $25 on their affiliates. So when they start bringing in people, you can earn up to $25 on the people that they bring in. And that goes down to unlimited depth. You can just grow your base shop to unlimited depths. Now, it doesn't stop there, because we have something called residual income. And you also earn $8 of monthly residual income for all of your affiliates who maintain their active membership sale for 5 months or greater. All right. And then finally, let's talk about how you can grow this thing. See, it's not about what you can do. It's about what you and your team can do. So imagine you go out there by yourself, you go get 3, those 3 go get 3, that's 9. Those 9 go out and get 3, that's 27. The 27 go out and get 3, you got 81. Now you got 81 people on your team, and you're earning income off of 81 people on your team who are going out spreading this awesome message about fixing and repairing your credit as well as your finances. Let's take a better look at what that really looks like. Let's just say, for example, you are enrolling 25 people a week on your team. And that's not you by yourself. I know that seems like 25 people a week is a lot, but that's you and your team. If you got 25 people on your team, that's 1 person a week for each person on your team. That would generate you a weekly pay of $625 a week. $625 a week. Now, at the end of your first year, you would have 1,250 people on your team. And that would create a monthly residual of $10,000 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, you just created a 6-figure business learning how to do a educational program like the Smart Credit System. Now, let's take a look as if your team grew to 100 people a week. 100 people a week would put $2,500 a month in your pocket. I'm sorry, $2,500 a week in your pocket. There's a big difference between $2,500 a month and $2,500 a week. And at the end of the first year, you would have over 5,000 people in your organization, and that would generate you a monthly residual of $40,000 per month. That's right, $40,000 a month. Some people don't make that in a year. Imagine what you could do with $40,000 a month. That's a little under $500,000 a year. And then if you grow your team to 250 people, that's $6,250 a week. If you're growing at 250 people a week, that's 12,500 people in your team at the end of the first year. That generates you $100,000 in monthly residual income. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I told you that this is a $3 billion industry. You got to take advantage of it. The money is there. Whether you want to start off making $600 a month or a week or $6,000 a week, you can do it anywhere in between. Whether you want to make $10,000 a month in residual income or $100,000 a month in residual income, anywhere in between, you can play in that game. And so we've got many different products and commissions that we offer. You earn 60% on personal retail sales and 20% on your team sales, upfront weekly commissions, and compounding residual income. Ladies and gentlemen, the smart credit system makes a lot of sense. If you're watching this video right now and you want more information, you want detailed information, make sure you go in the comment box and put more info, more info. So ladies and gentlemen, we've got a world-class system. We show this to all of our associates. You get a personalized website, you get a world-class business system, and you get our income shifting membership. Now, you haven't heard about the income shifting membership, but I'm gonna tell you what's included in it. You get tax withholding training. That's that income shifting membership that allows you to correct your W-4 so you can get that extra $255, $300, $400, $500 a month back into your household to minimize your debt. We have the smart credit system. So when you become an affiliate of our company, the smart credit system is automatically included. So you don't have to pay for it. It's automatically included in your membership. However, if you want to buy the smart credit system as a customer, you can sell it as a affiliate to customers. It is $99.95, and you receive commission on that. We've got our cash flow manager app. This is an app that tracks all of your business expenses, because remember, as an affiliate, you have started a business, and now you can start writing off expenses that you weren't able to write off before. We've got our debt elimination software. This is software that tells you what debts to pay off and how to rapidly eliminate your debt. We've got our investment education training. We actually have a whole training section that talks about stocks, bonds, mutual funds. We talk about how to invest in America and own stock in American companies. So we give you this investment training, because if you're getting your credit together, you're getting your finances together, the next step is starting to invest. Now, here's what's so important. To get started, it's $49.95 one time, and then 30 days later, $34.95 on a monthly basis. But here's something that you should know. It's all tax deductible when you do it as a business. So when you decide to become an affiliate and become a business owner, your smart credit system is tax deductible. Think about that. The government is paying you now to fix your own credit and to help others fix their credit. So that's the end of our presentation. What I want you to do is, again, if you like what you saw, I want you to put in the comment section more info, and an affiliate will get with you. They'll show you the system. They'll walk you through everything. Now, while I got you here on the call here, let's go and show you our smart credit system, just so that you can actually see what's in the tool here. So this is our smart credit system. We got all of these different modules, and we show you how to pull your credit report and your credit scores. We got the introduction to the credit plan, and here we even include the Fair Credit Reporting Act and the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So that's there. We talk about how your scores are calculated. So these are the videos. We give you a credit scoring brochure, understanding your FICO score. Let's take a look at the next page here. On the next page, how to request a free copy of your credit report. We walk you through that. How to get credit monitoring and credit scores. We walk you through that as well. Let's take a look at Module 3. On Module 3, we teach you how to read your credit report. We also show you how to mark and rank what you plan on disputing. Remember, you may not want to dispute everything on your credit report. So we share that with you. And then we include a spreadsheet so that you can put all of your negative items on that spreadsheet to determine how you want to take it to the next level in disputing these items. So all of that is in this particular module. Let's take a look at Module 4. We got disputing online versus via certified mail. You never want to dispute online. You want to dispute via certified mail, and we tell you why, and then we show you how to mail your dispute letters. So we show you how to mail your dispute letters. We give you the addresses of all of the credit bureaus there. We got everything in this credit repair system. Let's take a look at Module 5, how to remove negative payment history. This is where we have the credit dispute letters. So we've got our credit dispute letters. Those are letters that are either in PDF or doc file. We also have credit reporting statute of limitations. Each state has a statute of limitation. How to remove IRS tax liens. How to remove medical collections. When to use a goodwill letter. So we've got some goodwill letters here, as well as when to use a pay for delete letter. So we've got those letters as well. Again, this system is jam-packed. So we're going to go to the next section here. I'm going to go through the whole thing, how to lower your credit utilization. Remember, that's worth 30% of your score. We show you how to lower your credit utilization, how to reduce your credit card debt with income shifting. Let's go to the next lesson here. Man, this is comprehensive. Module 7, how to increase your length of credit history, right? And we talk about how to add new trade lines to your credit report, even how to build your credit paying rent. So if you're renting somewhere, we show you how to build that credit. Let's hit the next lesson here. Module 8, the proper way to apply for new credit. Soft inquiries versus hard inquiries. We put that on the back end because those don't count so much against you, but we show you how to remove unauthorized inquiries on your credit report. We got letters to remove inquiries. Checking for credit mixture. We've got a video on that. We're almost done here. Module 10, how to check your disputes. So we talk about that. What happens if they don't respond? We got a 30-day no response letter if they don't respond. What to do when disputes are not removed. So we talk about what you should do. The method of verification addendum. All of that is included in your smart credit system. Let's go to the next piece here. We're almost done here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the introduction to income shifting, how to correctly fill out your W-4 so that you can get more cash flow back into your pockets. We've got our minimize expense tool. You can see that tool there. How to use the debt elimination tool, how to eliminate your debt investment calculator. All of those things are included inside of your income shifting membership. And then we've got a summary on how to tie all of this together. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have enjoyed the information that you've actually seen here. Our smart credit system is the best in the industry. It walks you through step by step on how to fix your credit. And we show you how to start creating some business income so that you can participate in this $3 billion industry. We got people that's making $10,000 on a monthly basis. We've got people that's making $40,000 on a monthly basis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is real. This is real. And we've got players out there that are making ridiculous amounts of money helping people figure out how to fix and repair their own credit. So my name is June Collier. I'm the VP of Marketing here with myEcon. I hope that you have enjoyed this webinar. I hope that you found value in it. If you want more information on how to get started, you want more information, maybe you want to become a customer, or maybe you want to become an affiliate, go down to the comment section, type in more info, and the associate will get in contact with you to let you know how you can get started. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. It's been 45 minutes. I want to thank you on watching this credit repair workshop. And so again, get back with the person who invited you. God bless, take care, and good night to each and every one of you. Good night, everyone.